Do I tell her or do I not tell her? Wait, what if she knows? Wait. What if she doesn't know and she ends up with someone else and I'm just like, oh, why is life so hard? Wait, but she could like me. I mean, the other day I was walking down the front, she said hi. No, stop it, you idiot. How could she ever like you? Look at you. Crushes. All of us sitting in this room here at some point has had a crush in our lives. Some more than others. I personally have had a couple crushes in my life. And it was interesting, to say the least. But I'm not here today to talk about my crushes. But what I learned from crushing. Math. I personally am not a big fan of math whatsoever. But there are people out there who are. And we appreciate them for that. Because they've taken the time to do some important calculations. They've taken the time to calculate the probability of my existence. Over the duration of 25 years, my dad would have met about 20,000 girls. The probability of my mom being in that group was 1 in 20,000. But just because my mom and my dad met, didn't mean I was going to come along. They needed to stay together long enough. The probability of that is 1 in 2,000. So far, the probability of my existence is 1 in 40 million. Now that my mom and dad have met each other and they stayed together long enough, it's time for them to make me. My mom has about 100,000 eggs during her lifetime, and my dad, 4 trillion sperm. The probability of that one egg meeting that one sperm to produce me and my sibling, that's 1 in 400 quadrillion. That's insane! But it doesn't end there. It gets really complex, I think. But in the end, the probability of my existence is 1 in 10 to the 2,685,000 power. Wow. But here's the really, really beautiful part. These numbers don't apply to me. They apply to everyone else sitting in this room, born around my time period. You say you don't believe in miracles. Look again. You're probably wondering, what does this have to do with crushes? Hang there, I'm getting there. So over the duration of my life, I have met about 10,000 people, but the probability of me meeting my crush is 1 in 7.4 billion. Of all the people I could have met in the world, I met my crush. See, it seemed as if this crush was meant to be. It wasn't coincidental. I remember this one crush who I had, and when I was crushing, I would constantly debate within myself of whether I should tell her that I liked her or that I should. And it killed me. It slowly ate at me. Because some days at school, I get enough courage to talk with her. Oh, and I felt, whoo. And then I got home and I decided to chat to her. She wouldn't reply. Oh. Constantly thought, why would anyone love me? No one loves me. See, as I pondered upon this, I realized that it was stupid of me to have ever debated over such a stupid topic. The probability of my existence was 1 in 10 to 2,685,000 power. And the probability of me meeting my crush was 1 in 7.4 billion. It was as if this crush was meant to be. So why did I not have the courage to tell her? The reason was simple, risk. I was afraid of taking the risk because I didn't know what the outcome would be. I feared that I might be rejected. But then the probability of me being accepted was always there. But for some reason, the probability of me being rejected always outweighed the possibility of me being accepted. And so then I came to the conclusion that this concept didn't apply to just crushes. It applied to my life. It's a miracle that I am here. So why am I not taking advantage of that? I realized that I was just merely existing. I wasn't really living. Why? Because everyone else was doing the same. Why would I want to live life and stand out? See, I was afraid of telling my crush because I might be rejected. I was afraid of really living life because people might not accept me. But then it doesn't add up. So we only have one shot. All of us here have only one shot at life. We sit at home and we hear stories of people like Martin Luther King Jr., Mahatma Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg. And we say, wow, we wish we could be like them. Why? Why is it that we want to be like them? I mean, they're humans just like us. They live on the same ground, under the same sky, with the same gifts and dreams. It is because that they took the risk of using their gifts and chasing their dreams. Each of us here have gifts and dreams. Most of us here won't use our gifts because we think that everyone else has our gift. And if we were to use it, it would be cliche. But the truth is, the gifts that we have are unique to us. But then those gifts were not without purpose. They are meant to be used for us to chase after our dreams. As easy as that sounds, it requires risk to use those gifts to chase our dreams because there are chances that we may fail and not achieve our dreams, or that people may put us down and say that we will never achieve those dreams. But how will we never know if we don't try? We can continue to go home and listen to stories of great people who have impacted the world. Or we can choose to do so. I'm done with hearing stories of people who have changed and impacted the world. I believe that it is time that I go out and write my own story.